I'll tell you my favorite Christmas party story, okay? This happens at UBC, and I was working at the Woodward Biomedical Library. So this would have been, I don't know, circa 1975 or something like that. And they did the Secret Santa thing, all right? And it was made clear to us that there was a limit, a strict limit of $5 on the gifts. You couldn't spend more than $5, and you know the reason why. Because people are going to be put out. They're going to be jealous or envious if it turns out that some people get great gifts while other people get crummy gifts, right? So I thought that I'll have a little fun with this. I lived in a house at the time where my foster mother's husband, he had been a trade union executive in the mining industry. And what he spent his time on was black lung disease.
Right.
Was that silicosis? Is that what it's called?
Yeah, I think that's one of them. There's asbestosis as well, isn't that?
Yeah, his job basically was arranging benefits, workers' comp and such like, for miners whose health had been wrecked. And he used to meet a lot of these people because they were in a bad way at this legendary place in Vancouver called the White Lunch Cafeteria, which was right across the street from Woodward's on Hastings Street and was pretty much, this is Skid Row. Not exactly Skid Row, but Skid Row is like half a block away, right?
Mm-hmm.
You had a mix there. You'd have normal people, shoppers from Woodward's and like, and you'd have a lot of the wretched of the earth in there. But we had this spoon in the house, and it was a spoon from the White Lunch Cafeteria, and it was stamped, right? The stem of the spoon, White Lunch Cafeteria, right?
Mm-hmm.
We had one of these this in the kitchen, in the sink. We had, what do you call it, a garburator, garbage disposal?
Garburator, yeah.
Yeah, and this spoon had fallen into the garburator several times. So it was quite mangled. So what I did was I took this spoon and I found a Burke's box, the Burke's jewelry store, which at that time was at the corner of Georgia and Granville. It was right at the center of downtown. It's where all the nice people went to buy engagement rings and wedding rings. And there's a beautiful blue box with the script of the company embossed in it, and the cotton wool inside. And I put the spoon. This was a box for a necklace or a watch or something like that. So I put the spoon in the box, and I wrapped it very carefully with expensive wrapping paper, and put a bow on it. And I thought this will be my little joke to raise the spirits of the people at the Christmas party. So I got called first. I got my gift before someone got the gift that I had bought. And I opened my gift, and it was a pair of opera glasses.
Oh, yeah.
And I thought, uh-oh. Did this person not know about the $5 limit? I've got a bad feeling about what's happening here. And on the one hand, I thought that I would flee. But on the other hand, I couldn't resist the temptation to stick around and see what would happen. And then it came time for my gift to be given. And the recipient was this young librarian who I quite liked, who worked at Woodward. And she took the wrapping paper off, and she saw the Burke's box, and her eyes lit up. And she made a noise like, ooh. And then she took the top off the box and saw this metal object. And she picked it up, and her eyes, were flitting around wildly. Like, what's happening? Why is this happening? And she was staring at this thing, and she looked like she'd been punched in the stomach.
Oh man.
I thought it was a gag gift.
Right, yes.
Who's going to get upset over a gag gift? But then, it turns out that this was the kind of place where people are going to buy opera glasses.
Oh, I see. Yes. Okay, so this is actually a scene from a movie. Did this really happen to you?
It did really happen to me.
Okay.
I mean, don't you? Do you like the gag? Do
I
you
do.
think it's
That's
a good gag?
Yeah, good gag. I like the fact that you got opera glasses. Do you still have them?
No.
Okay.